What's up, y'all? So it's week 2, and we're still in week 2, yeah. And we just got back from land nav. Luckily, our whole company passed. So we went out to the field on Tuesday because Monday was a holiday. It was President's Day. And so we went out on Tuesday and we pre-tested on Wednesday. So how it works is they give you a pre-test day and 3 test days typically. So we were out there and we did the pre-test, and on the pre-test it's the same as an actual test. But if you pass, you get a passing score. If you get 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 on the first day, then you're a go. And if you get 4 out of 5 and you want to be fancy and decide you want to go back and try to get 5 out of 5, but you don't pass, that's a fail. So you want to pass or you want to be fancy. Take your pick. You know what I'm saying? So first things first. Me personally, I knew this was something that I was going to have challenges with. I've always been directionally challenged. I am not one with nature. It's not my forte. It's not my thing. And it's something that I'm not accustomed to. I've never been exposed to that. So I knew coming to OCS that would probably be one of the events that I would have some difficulty with, that I would need a little bit more training with. So I went into it confident. That's important though. I was confident. I was actually looking forward to it. So we went out there, and how it works, you get 4 hours to find 5 points. You have to get 4 out of the 5 points to pass. So you do 2 hours of searching in the darkness. So it typically we start about 5:30. So you have to find you get 2 hours of dark and then 2 hours of light. So, and I'm talking kind of low because we have a little bit of downtime and I have my door closed. I just did it to do this video, so I'm trying to hurry it along. But, so yeah, we went out there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't know what the fuck I was doing. Okay. Had me fucked up in them woods, but we got through it. So we went out there and they give you a map. They give you your coordinates that you have to plot. And you get a compass, you have your map markers, you have your protractor, and you have 2 legs that you're going to use to walk through that whole place, the whole situation. So we learn, they teach you how to plot. They teach you how to measure meters and stuff and get your pace count and all that. So I went into it. I had all this in mind. It sounded great. I was understanding it in class, but it's different applying that knowledge when you get out there. So I'm thinking I'm going to look at this map and pay attention to terrain features, and that shit don't look nothing like the map. Let me just tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. It doesn't look anything like the map, and if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you ain't going to know what the fuck you're doing. So, long story short, on the pre-test day, I failed. Okay, I found 0 out of 5, and I was not mad. I wasn't mad because I knew I didn't know what I was doing, and I knew that I was gonna need a little bit more time. So, after the first day, you don't pass. What they do is remedials, essentially. So they give you a point. 1 point, and you go out on your own and you go find that point, which was very helpful because I did learn the trails and all of the routes and stuff like that. I was able to identify them better during the day for the next day. So I wrote down some things that are helpful and important for those coming to OCS and not real excited about land nav and probably know it's going to be something that's challenging for you. So like myself. So this is what I wrote down. Knowledge and understanding. So you have to have the knowledge and you have to have an understanding of that knowledge. So meaning pay attention to the techniques and stuff that they teach. You have to know how to plot properly. You have to know what you're doing when you're plotting, because that's very important. When you are plotting your points, after that, you have to understand how to shoot your azimuth, okay, on the protractor. Pay attention to that. Here on, I think it's the Red Diamond course or whatever it's called, you must be accurate with your azimuth when you're shooting it, because you're going to be walking in unknown territories in the dark a lot of the times, when you start, if you're trying to get your points in time, like in a timely manner. So plotting, understanding how to shoot an azimuth from your known, okay, let me tell you everything I was doing wrong. So this is why I failed on the pre-test day. I had an understanding of what I was supposed to be doing, but these are the things that I didn't do, okay? I wasn't using the pace count. I wasn't shooting the azimuth from the proper location. And, pace count, wasn't shooting the azimuth, and I wasn't measuring the meters, like the distance that it would take to get to a certain point. So everything I needed to be doing, I wasn't doing it. So, shocker, that's why I failed. I understood it, but I didn't understand it in terms of the application. So, number one, understand the knowledge that you're being given. Understand technique, equipment, how to use the compass, how to plot, and how to measure the meters from one place to another. Second, it's very important that you understand your route, like plan out your route properly. How you're going to get to point, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, whatever, however you label it. Understand how you're going to get from point to point and which route is more conducive for you, for your time, and for quicker, moving faster or moving efficiently. So you're going to have a map, and you need to understand and make sure that what you see is on the map is actually there on the course. Because sometimes it'll say, like, you might see something like a river. It might show a river or something on the trail, and it may not be there. So plan a proper route. So now that you got a knowledge and an understanding of the knowledge, you planned your route. Next, time management. Because like I said, you only have 4 hours. And although it's small enough, it's still a lot of walking. You gonna be a walking ass. It's a lot of walking in Land Nav, okay? And it's a lot of trekking and things like this. So very important. Next, you gotta have confidence. Confidence is very important. So although I wasn't very good at it initially, I did have confidence. I was confident that I was going to pass, because that's the bottom line. That's all that matters, is passing and getting those points. So you got to be very confident, because without it, it won't work. Okay, you're going to be out in unknown territories and stuff like that, and if you aren't confident in getting there, it's going to be tough. You need that confidence. Physical fitness, be in shape, because it's going to be a lot of walking up hills and things like this and all sorts of things. It's very spread out. It's short but big. Okay, it covers a wide area, wide enough. And then practice. So practice what you can practice before you get to the course. Again, back to the plotting, the measurements, using the protractor, understanding how to shoot the azimuth, lining things up properly on a flat surface, adding 4 to your azimuth. That's very important. So out on the course, how it works is you shoot your azimuth and you have to add 4 to that. So remember these small things when you go out on the course, because it's very important, in terms of you passing. So Land Nav for me was a good experience, because what it did was it did test me. It's something that I was a little bit shaky on. I was confident, but not very knowledgeable. And then thinking back to basic training, so we had Land Nav, but I didn't get a lot of hands-on experience because people wanted to hold the compass and equipment and stuff like that. So I didn't get a lot of hands-on time, and I was just kind of following the leader. I didn't know what I was doing then. I didn't understand it. And here, you're going to be doing it alone. We didn't do buddy groups and stuff like that. They gave us the points and sent us on our way, so we didn't get a lot of practice. So just come ready. It can be intimidating, especially to certain people like myself. Like, I was a little nervous about it. I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm glad it happened in the second week. We're in week 2. So I feel like once I got past that, now that it's over, I feel a lot better because I can study and pass the test and I'm in shape and stuff like that. So that's never an issue. That hasn't been an issue for me. So I feel good. But those come to OCS, read up on LandNav. Look at some videos, practice how to plot, pull out your notes, look over those notes that you got from basic training, and pay attention here because I don't think it's set up for failure. Because if I can pass, y'all gonna be all right. Believe me. Okay? Believe me. So be confident and just do it. So again, LandNav. Knowledge and understanding, route planning, time management, confidence, physical fitness, practice, practice, practice. Practice everything they tell you. Practice plotting, practice measuring, practice shooting your azimuth, practice shooting your back azimuth. Because I also found a lot of points shooting a back azimuth. Like, I went to a location, you know what I'm saying? I shot my azimuth to a location, went there, didn't find it. I shot a back azimuth, and I actually found it on the way back. 2 of my points, actually. A couple of my points. So all that stuff is very important. Techniques and information. Take it in. Pay attention. And get some good boots, because you're going to put some miles on them feet. And have fun. Have fun. It's one of those things where I feel like if I wasn't being timed and graded, I actually might have enjoyed it. So yeah, good luck, everybody. Stay tuned. I'm gonna record some more stuff throughout OCS. I'm gonna try to compile the stuff that I record. I just think it's interesting, some of these things, and me being older and going through some of this stuff is actually quite humorous to me. I laugh at myself sometimes. So yeah, I'll chat with y'all some other time. Peace. So we finished LandNav. About to go get some reviews from my peers so I can do the peer review portion. And yeah, let's go see what they have to say. All right, y'all. So this is the peer review portion. Talking about LandNav. I'm getting ready to speak to OC Anderson. He's going to give you his opinion about LandNav and what he thought about it. So here we go. What's up, Anderson?
Yo, what's up, good folks?
So, give us your opinion about LandNav, the level of difficulty, some advice for those coming to OCS in the future that you would give to them when maneuvering through LandNav.
All right, so the level of difficulty, of course, is going to vary depending on if you're coming straight from basic training or if you're in service. Those who know the intricacies of LandNav, reading the map, terrain features, things like that, it'll help you out a lot. If you're very familiar or very new to those things, then it might be a little bit more difficult. But you get the training that you need to pass the course here from your cadre. Just soak in all the knowledge that you can, ask as many questions as you can, get the understanding that you need before you go out there, because once you're out there, then you're out there on your own. There's a lot of people around, but of course, you can't utilize any help. So, yeah, it's a big course to some. If you run, it makes it a lot smaller, but that's your decision. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot more fun when you start to find your points. When you're looking for your points and it's nighttime, it's a little bit more difficult, but it gets easier as the sun comes up. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You happy we did it in week 2 and not later on? Or what? Do you have any issues? Did you have any issues going into LandNav? Did you have any fears?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's always fears going into something that is going to be tested, and that affects the OML. I guess just not knowing what the course looks like not having the proper time to, you know, I guess do a dry run, which we did, you know, a very little minimal dry run, but not seeing what the big intersections look like was a little different. I got lost in the very beginning, but once I was able to kind of orient myself and find out where I was, then it was a little bit easier. So.
Okay, you got 4 or 5 out of 5?
I got 4 out of 5. So one of my points was lost in the woods. It didn't want to be found. So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Anderson. Great input, and maybe I'll be coming back to you for another video with something else that we do.
All right.
Thank you. So I'm about to go down here and talk to. Oh, Car, you feel like talking about land now? Okay, when we come back later. Okay. I might get you on something else. I'm gonna go talk to Lee. Right. So Lee said that she would talk about land now, so we can see what she got to say.
It comes with the territory. Hey.
Hey.
They got some of this too. It stinks like all hell. Wine grease.
Well, these doors closed again, so we're gonna have to catch up with Lee some other time. Okay, bye y'all.